Welcome to Trail Websites. We design, develop, and provide operational support services for websites for organizations like conservation trusts and land trusts that need to maintain information about conservation land or trails or other open spaces and present them to the public on their websites. We do this with our Trail Data Manager Toolkit, which is a database for information about your properties and a set of interfaces through custom page templates and shortcodes and other functionality to display that information in a WordPress website. Today we're going to look at the Trail Data Manager interface for managing the data in the database. And we're particularly going to spend our time on a trail entry in the database. The other functions here in Trail Data Manager that you can see are for images. How do I upload new photos and maps for the properties to the site? And then for stewards, which is how I add the information about our land stewards to the database so that they can be associated with trails. In a future video, we'll also take a look at how stewards get notified about incidents or issues on their trails that they're responsible for through a custom contact form that's linked to this database. For today, we're going to focus on trails. And I'm going to edit an existing trail so that we can be brief with the video. Content will already be in there. If I look at Sarah Doublet Forest, you can see that there's the trail name is here, who owns or holds the conservation restriction, who administers or manages the trails on the property, how you access that in a brief way for our overview table, and a more detailed directions for the detailed property page, a link to an image of the property, that's the photo, whether or not there's a brochure at the trailhead, whether parking is plentiful or difficult or absent, some brief highlights for the overview table, and a more detailed feature list for the detailed pages. Again, another link to an image file for the map, a brief description for the guide, the trail information, the history of the property, any cautions about the property, the acreage, and who the stewards are for this property. I have the ability to remove stewards or add more stewards here. So you can see it's a very simple interface, and if I needed to make a change, I would go in and make that and click the update button, and the database would be updated. Having done that, the information on the site is now up to date with any changes, and whether I'm looking at the downloadable PDF guide or a detailed page for a trail or the overview table or the navigation list of the properties, any new properties would show, removed properties of course would be gone, and any changes would be reflected. And that's really all there is to the Trail Data Manager. It's deceptively simple, but what it does is allow you to maintain this information once in one place and have it properly show everywhere that property is featured on your website. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in our services or our Trail Data Management Toolkit, the Trail Data Manager, please use the contact form on the website and ask for more information.